19's final match between Mohamed Hamza Khan of Pakistan to serve, Mohamed Zakaria of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games, love all. Down. Hand out, one love.
I think the questions are going to come here into Hamza's movement. We saw Zakaria dismantle a player with extremely impressive movement yesterday. Can he do it again?
Yeah, that's scary when you think about it, isn't it? Khalil, the way we saw him moving against Bryant, looking like an absolute powerhouse, speeding onto everything, and Zakaria just muted him.
Yes, let. Room to play.
Yes, let, one love.
Message is clear. Players will be playing the ball. Tight. It's good width. Lovely.
Down.
Yeah, he's got it. Very well played. Started with that width to the back. Got that boast out there. Created the opportunity for the winner.
I love the way Hamza goes about his business, at least in the front half of these games. Because while he's fresh and while he's assertive, it's so good to watch.
Well, he's certainly finished well. I mean, he's won the 5th game of everything so far, so we know that he can only get better. And that's reassuring considering 1-1.
I think Hamza's hold flick straight from the front is going to have to be on today.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, clipping the sidewall, coming out a little bit too early. That will really put him in a spot of danger. I think he got lucky a few times getting out of it. But I have a feeling Zakaria will not allow that to just sort of sit there. He's gonna punish it. That's for when it gets hard and fast, though. It's been a little bit more tame so far. Just feeling each other out.
Yeah, both boys using a bit of height on the front wall.
Bit of a touch rally, this one. I think Hamza would be happy with this. Just looking for his opportunities. Placing the ball around the court. Oh, I'm not sure about that. All good off the racket? Yeah, it was.
Hand out, 2-1.
No let.
Oh, the message is play that ball.
You need to play.
No let. Hand out.
One person in the crowd likes it. Agrees with the message, play the ball. as that hold cannot clip side wall.
I'd love to see him get onto that ball early
Oh,
and play.
we've got a new
Hand out.
higher
3,
seed
2.
Nick. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, so you think not the hold, just get in and play a straight. Shape your body around, don't bother with the sort of deception.
Not every time. I want to see him get up there and take a few early, because then the hold becomes even more effective.
Yeah,
Yes, Lee.
absolutely. Oh,
I'm
whoa.
watching.
You certainly can speak
Yes,
English.
left. 3, 2.
Yeah, he's learned a few key phrases.
That was very smooth.
Did you see his movement?
Yeah. It was smooth. Well, he certainly had a translator on court yesterday. Might have to run down in between games and try and eavesdrop on the coaching. What's he appealing? On the tin or double bounce?
I think the Egyptian corner certainly thought there was something wrong with it.
Yeah, they're not happy with
They're
it.
still waving.
They're just saying hi to their friends at home. Hello to our Egyptian viewers. Oh, here we go.
Can't help but feel like these rallies are in Zakaria's favour.
But the pace isn't too high, so I don't think it hurts Hamza. I know what you mean, like the movement is definitely going to be questioned throughout, but I think it's more those movements. The court sprints and the hard, fast, repeat corners. I think he can go up and down the wall and wait for
4, 2.
his cross-court nick opportunity.
He certainly looked under pressure and worried yesterday, going match ball down to the Frenchman who kept him out there long enough.
God, isn't that wild? He was match ball down. But you're right about it suiting Zakaria in that we've seen him do this time and time again. He's happy to just...
Down.
Looks like he strolls around the court. Really is reminiscent of Ali Farag in that sense that he looks
5, 2.
so cruisy around the court.
Scariest part is his movement's
Stroke to Zakaria.
only going to get better.
Straight to
Yeah.
Zakaria.
Again. No,
6,
I know it's a
2.
broken record, but he's 15. How is this kid 15?
Shot.
7-2.
7, 2.
It's a good angle. Yeah, smart. Smart.
Hand out. 3,
I
7.
think he needs to get down there a little bit more, down onto the forehand. Trying to open up some angles, I think. Oh, how's the touch, honestly?
Must have been close.
4, 7.
Oh no.
Nah.
Check my eyes, sorry.
No, they're quick. Never know. Oh, not quite on yet. Whee! Little hold. That'll do. Lovely.
5, 7.
Such good hands.
Right box. Down.
It's tight.
I'm watching. There's no issue with his movement.
That's a good call from the referee there.
6-7.
Yeah, it's
That's
loose.
Khan's shot.
Loose
you know?
shot. He was
Yep.
there to hit it. It's a good width. Opportunity. Ah, straight. He's solid there, isn't he, Zakaria? So comfortable. Uh-oh.
That's a shot.
That's what Hamza needed to do. He had the exact same
That movement
opportunity.
in the back right is unacceptable. Any more immediate code of conduct.
For Zakaria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you asking at the front? Yes, left.
His English is certainly that
Yes,
good.
left. Khan from the left.
Mans can do an absolute
6-7.
persuasion.
I mean, either that or
No
his
doubt.
dancing's that good
No.
because
Something's that good because he just persuaded a let out of that.
I think Zakaria honestly could have teleported after he hit that and Hamza still wouldn't have got there.
Well, could have talked his way there. Oh, can't be opening it up like that.
Down.
That is lucky.
Looking
Yeah,
edgy.
Zakaria,
yeah.
conduct warning.
Oh, didn't we just?
Movement.
Thought we just got one of those
No,
and
it
said
was
next
It
time.
was a preamble to the warning.
7-all.
Could have sworn he said next time.
It'll be an immediate code of conduct warning.
Oh, did he?
You need to make sure you're not stepping into your opponent's line in the front right.
Well,
Okay.
it wasn't just the front right. I actually thought it was more around the middle.
Yeah.
There's big steps, long legs. Maybe I just don't know what that's like. Don't have the longest stride. Oh. That's nice. It's a good line. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Stroke to Zakaria.
Yeah, there's nothing else that can be.
Hand
Khan,
out. 8-7.
Khan might be frustrated, but Zakaria can wait as long as he wants to hit that.
Yeah, and for safety, you don't want him swinging there.
That's our rule. Do you want them to swing? I did not want him to swing there. Stroke. It's backhand heavy. Well done. Oh, he's got it. Hey,
He's done it.
there's your opportunity. Oh, he's doing some miles. Oh my goodness, opportunity. Oh,
Oh, Zakaria.
Zakaria. Oh, that is so impressive from both players. Jeez Louise.
Hand out. 8-all.
Hamza gets the end of that one, but Zakaria, credit to him. The gets.
Not up.
Here we go. Hamza.
Ball's not up.
9.
Now's where
8.
he doesn't speak English. Ball was good. I'm so sorry. No English.
Hamza takes the lead, Sarah. I didn't necessarily see this coming.
Well, well.
Not with the way that Zakaria went out.
Yeah, look, it was more his game at the start. I'm seeing Hamza finding his opportunities a little bit more. He is still being patient. He's happy to go down the backhand more than I thought he would. But he's finding his angles a bit more now. Which, to be fair, we have seen in a couple of the other games. Oh, it's well taken. Straight.
From this
Oh,
camera angle, we can just see
that's
how
so
good that
tight.
ball is.
So tight.
Down.
Not a bad idea. While it looks like the straight drop is obvious,
And out. 9 all.
you'll have him guessing now.
Oh, didn't like it. He stepped off.
Oh, the opposite of your theory with the step off and then go for a nick. Maybe he's stepping off and trying to go for a smarter serve. Jeez, that was good. That's nice. Tight, Hamza. Oh my goodness. Not the easiest place to go for a hold flick. Jeez, every corner.
Stroke to Zakaria.
He's so lucky he got his racket up there. Damn it, he had the hold.
Straight
It was
to
a good
Zakaria.
rally. Damn it.
10-9. Game ball.
Damn it, because I didn't want it to
Left
end in a
box.
decision.
I understand. But there's that Hamza hold that we've
That's
seen
the
all
Hamza hold.
tournament.
You know what though? He had him. It just wasn't good enough quality. That's an execution thing. He
Yeah.
hit it back to himself.
And against
But he
somebody
had the
like
hold.
Zakaria, who's so quick around the court.
I mean, you saw him. If Zakaria didn't get his racket up, that split second, he wasn't getting that let. He was moving forward.
Extended follow through. Just to make sure the length.
That's what all good coaches will tell you. Follow through. Send it back. Finish your shot. Oh, under his forehand. Maybe try and get it back on the forehand.
He does seem to have more weapons there.
Zakaria says nope. We're staying on the backhand. Tight. Straight drive. Hamza's going to want to break out of this soon. It's getting a bit of a pattern. Yeah, Hamza hits sort of the soft straight drop and then they keep going back down the line. He needs to break out of this. tight. Oh, it's tight. Tell you what.
I'd like to see Khan stepping up and trying to find a few volleys.
Well, that's probably the difference. In the other days, we've seen him go down the backhand with pure intention to just get up and hit the next one. Like, he's waiting for an opportunity. This kind of looks like he's just going down the wall.
Which I think is when he looks most vulnerable to me.
Yeah. I mean, he was hitting those drives great. Don't get me wrong, but he's at his most lethal.
Down.
Nice shot. Almost a bit fortunate there. Didn't look like he flagged it.
Hand out. 10-all.
Look, and I
Player
mean,
must win by 2 points.
longest rally of the game to draw it at 10-all.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive he came out on top of that one, but I wouldn't mind seeing him hunting a little bit more like how we've seen in the previous games. It's just more his style. Weirdly, for him, it's more sustainable to go for that outrageous amount of shots to get up and try and change it. I don't know if I see him going for an hour plus down the backhand wall.
Yes, Lee.
I think he's got lucky there.
Yes, let. 10-all. Right box.
Yeah, I know he got that point, but I think that's a bit more in favour for Zakaria in the long term of the game. Jeez, it's a good get. Oh, he flagged that one. He wanted it. It's tight.
I think Zakaria is playing such a smart game here, just
Yep.
lulling Hamza into this sort of backhand down the line battle.
It certainly looks like more Zakaria's game. This looks like he's calling the shots again.
See, that's where I want to see him moving across and looking for a volley. He hits one good drive, but then he sort of takes the foot off because he knows that it's going back there.
And we know that he can come across and do it because we've seen him do it in every other match. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. After such a long rally, we're up to...
There's no interference. Need to play.
We're at about 24
lads.
minutes now in this game time.
Hand out.
That rally, about 15 minutes of it.
11-10. Game ball.
Look, on the balance of like the way the refereeing is going, I'd have to say
No,
I
that-
agree with
that
that
was
call,
consistent,
and it's
absolutely.
totally consistent.
Oh, yeah, the no was about, no, he's called it. Why has he called it? Especially after all that time, like, you've put in so much work.
I like it, the change. Hamza may start to look to that front left corner now instead of just going down the line. Seems
Definitely.
unwilling to cross.
Down.
Oh,
Maybe that's
you
why.
bloody jinxed
12
him.
Maybe that's why.
Game to Zakaria.
You've only gone and jinxed him on game ball. I'm going to tell him
Zakaria
after.
leads 1 game to love.
Well, just that finish that he really, really didn't need to do. just as you said, going backhand short would have been another idea. At least he'd start to move him. I don't think it was exactly on to try and slot a cross-court backhand. 26 minutes for the opening game, 12-10, Mohamed Zakaria.
"26 minutes, we see the start far more attacking than the end of that game. Both boys really locked it down in the end after trading blows at the front in the beginning.
Yeah, got to say, I enjoyed the beginning more. It was very tension building, the end. Very who wants it, who's going to go for it.
15 seconds.
Is it going to be an error? Unfortunately, it was an error. Just wasn't on.
You see Zakaria seemingly getting out of that what he wanted. Bore him to death, and he will initiate.
Time.
Yeah, I'd say that was the plan. As we were saying, he kind of got sucked into his game. Hamza not looking like how he has in the other days. I mean, it's good to see he can be patient. He can go 26 minutes, but I think we need to see him get out there, start attacking. You've got to commit to that kind of game plan.
Leads. 1 game to love.
That kind of game plan, you have to just do it. You can't half commit to it. And by half commit, I mean have a 15-minute down the back wall rally and then absolutely smash the tin on a cross court.
Level.
I can't help but feel that style of game is only going to suit one of them out there. Zakaria wants to make it long, wants to make it painful. He obviously backs his movement. It's so good.
And there's no doubt they've seen each other play. Even though they haven't gone head-to-head, they haven't played each other. They've seen each other play, and I'm sure Zakaria is going to try and expose his movement, try and make him tired. He knows he's a shot player. He's going to try and contain him. Oh, that was a scoop and a stroke.
Not up's the call, I believe.
First one was fine, second one was not up.
1 love.
Zakaria a little bit upset.
Feels he won that rally twice.
1 love.
I think he uses it as fuel. Seems like he quite enjoys a little bit of the drama.
Good serve.
Down.
Oh, I don't know if Zakaria can be talking about movement through the middle
2 love.
with those long limbs we've seen stayed out there. Corkscrew.
Stroke to Zakaria.
Straight to Zakaria. 3 love.
Yeah, saw that coming. Saw it coming.
No
It
net.
was the same as earlier after that really, really long rally in the last game.
4 love.
I don't agree, but saw it coming. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Looks like just another drive. Nope, kill.
5 love.
Stroke to Khan.
Stroke to Khan. Hand out. 1-5. Two, 5.
It's not where I'd want to be playing Khan in a front court game.
Oh, it's nice. It's just come out.
3-5.
Oh my goodness gracious
Perfect
me.
nick. Perfect nick.
Sorry, I just went silent there. Just in awe. Stayed tight. Oh my goodness. Ah, the touch. The touch.
Left box. 4-5.
Caught his foot. I think his foot got in the way there. With his racket.
Hand out.
Oh no, the wall.
6-4.
Those pesky walls.
Oh, little pirouette.
Oh, he has to go long.
Yes, let.
He has to go straighter there.
Yes, let.
If he's not going to cross,
4.
if he wants to stick with straight, same on the forehand. It has to be straighter. Just getting into a bit of trouble there. What's he upset of? What is he? There's 3 bounces from the view we were on.
Yes, let. 6-4.
Maybe it was just the view we had, but don't know why I didn't go through and play it. Jeez.
So good there.
Down.
So good.
Such a good play. Set up. Oh, Team Egypt not happy down the front.
Left box. 7-4.
Jeez.
No let.
It's good quality.
No let.
That's the difference between the
8-4.
let before. Look how straight it is along the wall. It's hard to argue that he would have got it. Uh-oh. Keeps clipping the
Slide
side
into the
wall.
front.
He's got away with that one.
Hand out. 5-8.
Ooh, right onto his racket. Wouldn't mind seeing a varied serve. shot. Love that.
6,
It's
8.
solid, straight. Look at that line. He needs
Yeah.
to get it across there. Needs to force across. Get it on the forehand.
I'd like to see him looking for more volley opportunities again. Like I said in the end of the back half of that first game. It's a brutal ask after 20-something minutes.
No, but yeah, you're right though. He has to. I think particularly on the forehand. He's got weapons there. I think his forehand is stronger.
Without a doubt.
So utilize it. Try and play to your strengths. Oof. It's a bit of a better line. That's a way better one. He was getting enough practice. Go on.
Out.
All right. Got some fans in the crowd for the Pakistani player.
Right box.
I think
7,
he got it.
8.
No? Oh, no. Well, we're in disagreement. We don't know.
Oh, lucky we don't have any replays.
I don't think... Well, then wouldn't it be considered inconclusive if... And then they just go with what the ref said?
Yeah, look, I don't trust my eyes at that sort of pace. These boys are playing at such a ferocious tempo and moving so well.
Well, I think I was going for Khan in that rally, so I don't trust my eyes either.
Down.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, through your rose-coloured glasses, that ball was great.
Good. What are we questioning? It was great.
Left box. 8 all.
Well, back again. It's got to be tighter to the wall. Like that. Oh, that is how you hit a drive. Holy. Straight as
And
straight
out.
as straight.
9, 8.
And then side nick, back nick. Jeez.
Perfect drive.
Yeah, it's got to be. Didn't have a chance to hit it. See, whereas in contrast, he's giving him balls in the service box. You can't do that. You're getting yourself in bad... Well, that's not what my co-commentator just gestured.
Stay there, stay there. You've gone straight to his back. The line was to the left.
Ah.
No let. 10, 8. Game ball.
I got to go do a reffing course. I really don't... I don't know. I don't know. He's got him! His favourite little cross flick after the hold. Tricked me.
I mean, how did he do it with that ball so tight?
I don't
out.
know. Honestly, how does he do half the shots he does?
9, 10. Game ball.
Like, he could barely get the thickness of the frame past that ball to create such a steep angle across the front. That's insane.
I know. The times he chooses to do it are not when you would think that you'd be told to do it. tried the shutout. Oh, opportunity. He's got it! And we're back at 10-all. A familiar place. Ah.
Right box. 10-all.
Hates a straightforward game. Hates a straightforward game.
He must volley some of these.
Yeah.
When the ball's sitting off that far from the wall.
Yeah. Particularly because Zakaria can be so tight. So take those while you can. Opportunity. Oh,
He got that.
did he? Oh my goodness.
Can't get that one.
What do you think the hands are up for? Does he think it was double? Does he think that wasn't good enough? It didn't just die
11-10.
straight down?
Game ball.
He thinks if it's not flat, it's not even good enough. Oh, that pace. Oh. Oh, he's tried to play through it. I think he had to, though. I don't
No
see them
laps.
saying,
Hand out.
yeah, I don't see them
11
giving
all.
that a let. He had to play through. Brutal.
Eleven all.
Ah, it's okay. 2 volleys.
Would have liked it deeper.
Looking better.
Oh. Yeah, Zakaria wants it on that side. Opportunity for the shutout. He's got it. Oh. No. No.
Stroke to Zakaria.
Front view, how far do we think it was away?
12-11. Game ball.
Do you reckon it was close? How short? Let's have a look. 2, 3, 4, 5 bounces before it came up.
Left box.
No, I'm being biased. I want it to be 1-all. Oh, that's a good get. It's tight. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got it. Jeez, that's tight. Ooh. It's good width.
There it is.
Oh my goodness, he got it.
Pickup.
Oh! Hamza Khan! Oh my goodness! Hamza Khan! Quickly becoming one of my favourite players. Ridiculous.
hand out.
I just,
12 all.
if he's not already getting booked for exhibitions, what are people doing?
Oh, he already is, that's for sure. Just see him suggesting towards the referees there. He thought Zakaria's other ball might have been down, but I mean...
Who cares? We'll just do the next one in the nick.
Hamza looking more menacing here, looking for the volley, stepping up the
He
court.
hit him. He hit him. Isn't that a
Asks for the
stroke? 46 minutes match time so far.
Jansher Khan. 13-12.
As
Game ball.
Khan brings up game ball. Ooh. Oh, rack it up. Well taken. Good width. Oh, geez, that's well straightened. It's tight, opportunity, shut out. Suspect. Oh, Hamza Khan! You love to see it!
14-12. Game to Khan.
Mohamed Hamza Khan.
1 game all.
This man's an entertainer. 1-1. Oh, I'm sweating, CJ. 22 minutes for the second game. 14-12. We have another tie break to bring us to 1-1. I need to drink some water.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're certainly here for the long haul.
This is what we want.
I love watching Hamza step up the court and then move on. He's got such a menacing presence on there.
I like watching Hamza. He's just... Who else does this? He's so entertaining. The corners, the angles he sees. Oh! It's just nick after nick. Sorry, not even commentating. I'm just enjoying this highlights reel. My goodness. 1-1.
$15 seconds. Time. Back on court, please.
Doesn't feel like we're off very long. 46-minute match time. Not a lot of rest in there.
1 game all. Khan to serve. Lovell.
Crowd certainly
Oh, lovely.
hanging on
Here we
every
go.
shot here.
Here we go. think Hamza might be going full Hamza.
I don't even know what that means, but I like it.
I mean, it's Hamza. He's got it. Oh! He snuck it. Rewarded for the right idea, trying to lift it out, get it out over him. Bit fortunate.
Love.
Love it. Oh,
3
love to see it.
Positive signs for the start of this
Stop.
third game.
Mr. Zakaria, conduct warning, coaching.
This is, we've seen this a couple of times for the
Yeah,
tournament.
we
and
need to get down amongst it. I want to know what's being said. Don't let him hit all those dead necks.
I think there just must be such a fine line between your team getting behind you and encouraging you, and then the referees deeming it as coaching.
As well, I think if the player, unless it's something so blatantly obvious and they're calling out something that's the players seriously needs to change, I don't really know what you can say out there that's coaching, like that you have the time to turn around and absorb.
4 love.
Yeah, please play better. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not allowed to tell them that. Slight hold. Oh my goodness. The touch of this.
Feather touch.
I keep going to say this man because this is just so impressive. These are boys. These are teenage boys.
Left box.
So impressive.
5 love.
We did see a 5-love start to Zakaria last game.
Hey, no jinxes,
Not up.
thank you.
I'm just saying, it ain't over.
Oh, I don't think it's
6
ever over.
love.
Hamza prefers his matches to be in 5 with many tie breaks and as exciting and nerve-wracking as possible. Oh,
Down.
brilliant shot from Zakaria as well. He
Hand
almost got
out.
that.
1-6. 1-6.
Yep, CJ called it. He's just motioning to me there. That's Hamza's signature. Halt the serve. Then he's going to go for it off the serve. That is the hold.
Down.
That's the hold we want to see. Straight from the front. Bang, all the way through. Doesn't clip the wall.
Hand out.
That's going to be a winner every time.
7-1.
And I mean, what better time to perfect it than the World Junior Championship final?
He
He's been
picks his
trying it
times.
all week.
Mhm.
That's the best we've seen of it so far.
Look, it's been a warm-up. All those other ones, he's just practicing them, getting ready for this.
Down. 8-1.
He said, I hear them talking about me clipping the sidewall. Just you wait. You wait till the final of the World
9-1.
Junior Championships in the third game.
Mr. Khan, conduct warning, coaching.
What? Honestly, his
Seeing
coach,
signals and seeing you looking at the back.
his coach is speaking, is English speaking, a
9-1.
Dutchman. He's bottom right. Well, I can't be defending it. I know I'm not down there, but I just don't, I'm not
Hand
seeing
out.
it.
2-9.
I'm not seeing either player really absorb anything that their team's telling them.
That's incredible.
Wow.
How he got his racket
And out.
underneath that, I'll never know.
10-2. Game ball.
Up.
Ball was good.
Play alert, surely. Let's see. Let's see. I know I don't like seeing these, but
Hand out.
I need to know.
2-10. Game ball.
I'm going to hate this, aren't I?
We'll never see it.
Down.
Yeah. He was
11-3.
Oh, new ball. Very early call.
Game to
He
Khan.
is done with that
I
ball.
can't help but feel
Khan
like there was a
leads
signal
2 games
towards
to
a new
1.
ball thrown
Okay.
up here from one of the Egyptian team.
I think I
He's
will
either counting
defend him
3
there.
bounces or...
No, he said because the score was called at 10-2, he held up 3 fingers for 10-3. The scorer got it wrong.
Depends how you look at it. You know, it could be showing a ball.
I feel like I defended one corner. I got to defend the other corner. I'm pretty sure he was just calling up to correct the score.
Let's just admire some
The
of the
Hamza
shot
show.
playing.
Okay, game 3, the Hamza show, and we've all got front row seats.
Zakaria disgusted with that ball. He
Hates
lobs
that
it
ball.
out the
Get
back.
that ball out of here. Hamza should go and take that ball. I'd be keeping it. Sorry, CJ, I'm just trying to be quiet because one of the mics is very close to the Egyptian team. On the off chance it's in English and not Arabic. Tell me what's going on in the Pakistani corner.
I can see Chef trying to get himself understood.
15 seconds.
Is he drawing a diagram of the nick and explaining different ways to make it roll out of the nick? Because that seems to be what Hamza has been looking for and aiming for.
Whatever they're doing, it's working. New ball will be taken. The boys have some minutes to warm it up. Ooh.
Surely Hamza.
First time someone hasn't been told to put their eyewear back on, he gets hit in the head.
Oh, CJ on it. He's been waiting for that moment all
Mr.
week.
Zakaria has requested a new ball.
Oh,
Players will now take some time to warm it up.
thought he might get a warning. How hard do you reckon Hamza will hit it in the warm-up? Try and keep it cold?
Yeah, I wouldn't be touching it.
So, yours to warm up, Zakaria, sorry. Everyone else is calling him Zakaria. It's throwing me. But it also just reminds me of Margaret Zakaria. Yeah, he wants this ball hot. Hamza said,
he's
no,
happy
I'm
with it.
good.
Khan leads
I'm
Happy
good.
with it.
2 games to 1.
Zakaria is like, yeah. God. Look, I fully understand him. Would you want it cold? Playing Hamza?
Hamza wants
I'd
this
be-
to be iced.
I feel like, give me 10 minutes with this ball, please. Okay, I was joking, but I think Hamza is
Khan leads
really just
2 games to 1.
patting it around.
Khan to serve. Lovell.
I fully understand both players' idea through that warm-up. It's tight.
Down.
Unlucky there. Zakaria, even his length
love.
that drops off into the service box, still tight on the wall. He loves that backhand wall.
Such good width on that cross court.
Oh, honestly, CJ. Watch this all day. So calm.
2 love.
Zakaria is going to look to extend these rallies again.
Oh, absolutely.
He needs to get back onto what he was doing.
Smart. Very smart from Zakaria. Yeah, he's going to try and lull him again into a back court game, particularly down the backhand side. Oh, he's got it. Jeez.
You just need to weather the storm of the early sections of Hamza's games. He's going to be so proactive there, and I think it's the back end of the games where you're going to find your opportunities.
Well, it's hard, isn't it, to be proactive and patient, because that is pretty much what Zakaria's going to have to do. Either that or force him into... Oh! That's the line.
Left box.
He heard us talking about the backhand.
Left box.
We're winding him up.
Hamza Khan
love.
silencing the critics.
He said, stop telling me to go on the forehand. I will do what I want.
Not up.
Ooh, liked it. Uh-oh. For momentum's sake, he doesn't want to stop here. I don't think there's blood.
Hand out. 1-3.
It's got to be.
Stroke to Khan. Hand out. 4-1.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Zakaria's touch on that. Oh my goodness. What an answer. Mohamed Zakaria. Look at this touch. Repeated. How can you hit it shorter? We don't even see the ball on the screen.
4.
That's ridiculous. Repeated into that corner. That is a difficult movement to do time and time
2-4.
again. Opportunity. Smart. Suspect. Oh my goodness.
Just signaling to himself to just
And
calm
out.
it down,
5-2.
calm it down.
So impressive. Great lift. Oh, he's got it. Oh, it's out. Oh, he's not happy. Smart though, he knew he had to try and do something, put him in a bad spot. Can't help but think he might be
6-2.
going a little bit defensive now.
You can see Zakaria's rattled.
I think he is. I think he's thinking he's trying to and not allow him to go for shots.
Not up.
Oh, his head. His
suppose-
head.
7-2.
Look, I mean, there's only so much a sponge can absorb.
I know. It's...
Can't just be asked to go and get it again and again and again. You have to start enforcing yourself.
That's what's so sort of fascinating and impressive about Khan's game, is that he does this time and time again. And we've talked about that ratio. Oh my goodness.
Down.
And he almost got that. I mean, we've been talking about his movement being tested. He's on
Hand
everything.
out. 3-7.
He's getting in position so that he can be the one attacking.
3-7.
So calm. Oh, CJ's flagged it. It was a good serve too. He shouldn't have gone for that.
Down.
Did he get it?
4-7.
Oh my goodness, he got it. That touch. Got it again. It's got to be a stroke.
Stroke to Khan.
Yeah. Oh. Edge of your
Stroke to
seat.
Khan. Hand out. 8-4.
Edge of your seat stuff.
I left my chair long ago, Sarah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's gone around and played that. Corner to corner.
Down.
I can't even say it's trigger happy. I mean, how can you?
Hand out. 5-8.
Remember, he's a mathematician. Look at the numbers. 110.
Down.
Well, creeping up. 67 minutes now.
6-8.
Fourth game. Little bit wild. Oh my.
Zakaria hanging on here.
Oh.
Down.
Oh, he's given him the error. No way. He
Yeah.
hit those shots with strings gone.
Hit it with a
Khan
broken
has
string.
How?
It's time to change his equipment.
CJ, I can't hit those shots with the perfect set of strings. That is... This is a talented boy.
Oh.
Don't.
Hand out. 9-6.
See the refs all lined up there.
9-6. He's 2 points away.
Yeah, that cross hold didn't quite have the bite on it that the others have had. Oh, he's got lucky there, no shutout. Good angle. That's a shutout. Oh, oh,
Down.
touch! Hamza! How do you go
Zakaria not looking comfortable, suggesting he might have something going on with his leg here. I think maybe a cramp. He did not look happy moving back into that back corner.
Little limp at 6'10",
10-6.
match ball?
Match ball.
Oh, he's got it. Oh,
Down.
he's got it! Hamza Khan!
Hamza Khan,
Wow.
11-6.
the last Pakistani junior
Match
champion
to
we saw
Khan.
was Jansher
3
Khan.
games to 1.
Oh, that is incredible.
Pakistani squash is back.
14-12. 11-3.
Welcome to the
11-6.
Hamza Khan show. We certainly enjoyed it. The amount of pressure that this boy has been under. I hope that he gets so much love and support back home.
Well, he's getting enough here by the look of it.
He has felt the weight of his country behind him.
Wow, Hamza Khan.
While pressure is a privilege, can also be extremely daunting. He has done incredible to come through and win this. Oh, you see him hugging Chef van der Heijden there in the front right. Dutch coach.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's beautiful.
Wow. Aren't these players just incredible? Their retrievals, their mental strength, their fighting spirit. Please put your hands together for both players again. All these players have such an incredible future ahead. Would everyone please stay for presentations and acknowledge the players who have won and been in these positions as they receive their medal, and we have national anthem. Thank you. Mohamed Hamza Khan, would you come to court, please? I can see this is a very incredible, important moment for you. How do you feel?
First of all, I would like to thank Allah, and second, Chef. He coached me a lot. Thank for this guy, and thanks to my managers, Aftab, Majid, Hossein. Thanks to everybody, and thanks to my parents who support me every time, every single time. Thanks to all of you. Thank you.